Certainly glad to see he is okay. You can see the eyes are red as well. I mean, it's all part of what happens when they go through one of those. He actually is going to get in the truck today and earn some start points in the back of the field. A tough rookie that's in the hunt for the championship, top 3 in the points. Jarrett Brooks suffered a tough round, as did Brad DeBerti, but R.J. Anderson, another podium. Let's check in with Rob.
It was Brock Hager, guys, that finished second 1 round to go here at Estero Beach. And 2 career firsts for him that day. First time on the pole position in Prolite, and first podium finish for the number 12. He said, we were absolutely ecstatic, very happy for the team. They worked so hard on this number 12 Prolite truck all season. They get up on the box here in Baja, Mexico. It was absolutely awesome. No real suspension changes. He was very happy with the truck, but they didn't qualify all that well. They'll start outside of the 4th position in 8th, looking for back-to-back stops on the podium here this weekend.
It was a good day for him for sure. Actually 3 firsts, because he had never had a top 5 either. So his first top 5, his first start from the pole, and as he talked about, his first podium. Here's a look at the points as I was talking about before. R.J. Anderson took over the points lead 1 round to go as Jarrett Brooks finished in 10th, and Brad DeBerti finished in 11th after that huge wreck. So it was a good points day for R.J. Anderson, although he would not want it, courtesy of somebody wrecking. R.J. will lead him to the stripe alongside Jarrett Brooks and Casey Curry, and Brock Dickerson out of the mod carts. Brandon Arthur and Mikey Lawrence, Cole Mamer and Brock Hager in row 4. We go back to row 5. It's Ryan Pete, Alan Ampudia, Ray Griffith, and as we talked about, Brad DeBerti will start at the back.
And I believe the DeBerti truck is just going to get start points and then pull off. This track should bared its teeth 1 round to go. We'll see how it goes here in round number 12. Autometer says let's rev it up.
And they fan out some 4, 5, 6 wide. R.J. Anderson to the point early on. Jarrett Brooks falls in 2nd, and Brandon Arthur fighting for 3rd.
RJ getting his first Pro 2 win on this track. And no, he's energized for sure, to say the very least.
The 23 of Brock Dickerson, a young gun up here trying out the Prolite category for the first time in his career. Did so in round 11, and unfortunately exited a little bit early, but out here to try it once again, coming up out of the mod kart category where he's had a lot of success. One more time, Brock Hager gets into some big trouble, rolls over, lands on all 4s, and stands on the gas.
The look from on board, the number 12. Closes the visor, makes sure it's still in gear, and takes off.
A little bit of sand in the eyes. Other than that, everything's probably okay. Amazing what 1 round will do. From 2nd to the back of the pack after a roll. R.J. Anderson looks like he has that truck set up a little bit softer, man. It carried that front tire through that high-speed turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, RJ really has a great setup for sure, but Jarrett Brooks, man, he can carry the speed, and he hauls the mail. There he goes to the inside. The General Tire sponsor, number 77. Trying to show a wheel to RJ, but look at RJ just squirt out of that corner, just gets a couple car lengths right out of there.
Yeah, these guys are learning, man. They have some seat time now at this track. Everybody's making some changes, starting to adapt. R.J. Anderson feeling really racy after picking up his first career win in the Pro 2 category.
Look at Brandon Arthur. You saw him shift lines there. It looked like he was going to try to go the inside, but speaking of the inside, the 77 is not just showing a wheel. The whole truck is side by side with R.J. Anderson as they come down the front straight. Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's pretty sketchy stuff right there. A little lane change by RJ down the front straightaway over the jump. Leans on to Jarrett Brooks just a little bit. Brandon Arthur and Casey Curry in the battle here today. How about that Brock Dickerson kid still hanging in there?
Pretty impressive for sure. We'll see what Arthur has. You know, he was able to win 1 round to go, and we saw Casey Curry, who's that number 2, the all-black Monster Energy truck, sitting in 4th right now. He had some speed as well, and I think as the track breaks down and they start having to dodge some of the holes and dodge more of the loam, it's going to make it more and more interesting. Look at the ruse. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the front of that helmet just packed. It's caked on. And Brock Dickerson, I mean, he knows how to race. There's no doubt about it. He just has to get used to the vehicle. And with the seat time he's had so far the past few days, it looks like he's catching on pretty quickly. Showing what he can do out here, running in the top 5 with 4 of the best. R.J. Anderson hanging on. Brooks is right there, as is Brandon Arthur, our winner from 1 round to go. Man, and it just lifts the inside of that truck up when he hits the loam.
As they carried into that, what seems to be such a tricky and dangerous rhythm section, Brandon Arthur bouncing off the tops, but here comes the 77 one more time. Feeling good on the bottom of the track there. RJ, though, able to get out of the turn, carry the speed and the momentum, gap him just a little bit, but RJ by no means has the ability to run whatever line he wants to. He has to think about where Garrett Brooks is.
Yeah, I think Brooks has the faster truck, but it's one thing to have a faster truck. It's another thing to make him make that pass, and he just has not found enough to make that happen. I love these turns. They are more than 180 degrees, a couple of them here on this course, and it really allows you to run some different lines, and not necessarily the fastest line. Sometimes you have to protect.
Everybody using that same line there, and 2 just getting out into what I would call the second lane, getting out of the early part of the ruts or the divots there as they head into the rhythm, go on board with Casey Curry.
Yeah, they kind of give up the exit of that long turn 1 so that they can set up for that really fast right-hander, kind of straighten it out a little bit as we go on board with Brock Dickerson. Once again, just getting pelted with roost.
I'm impressed.
Great presence of mind. Kid's showing some guts for sure, man. He's ready to go racing with these guys.
Quite a bit cleaner race today versus all the crashes 1 round to go.
I mean, there's no doubt. They all learn a little bit. They're able to set their trucks up a little bit better. Think about it, sleep on it overnight, figure out a better way through that rhythm section. Here comes Brandon Arthur leaning down on Jared Brooks.
Well, Brooks likes that outside or more outside going into 1, and Arthur's going to make him pay for it, I think.
Yeah, man, a lot of yellow truck right there. Oh, and he loses another spot.
Wow, great shot right there.
Casey Curry will take a position away if you leave the door open.
Take another look at it. Arthur's on the inside. Brooks tries to turn down in there, gets pushed a little bit into that rut and the loam, and Casey Curry has momentum. Here he comes and makes it pass as they head into that rhythm section.
2 for 1 there on Brooks. Not a good move. And man, Brandon Arthur getting really racy too. He's been fast and now he's really starting to race well. Goes in there, leans the door on him, hooks a rut, kind of pushes him out, and Casey Curry says, "Thank you very much. I'll follow you right through." Welcome back to the Rockstar Energy Battle south of the border, presented by Lucas Oil Products. Round 12 for the Prolites here at Estero Beach, Ensenada, Mexico. Brandon Arthur moves his way up into second. Casey Curry in third. They're chasing R.J. Anderson, who started the day off by winning in Pro 2, his first career Pro 2 win, and now looking for the double.
Good look at the Papas and Beer. Alan Ampudia, the driver, he's running the 19, representing for Justin Smith's points today. And for more on what's going on, let's check in with Rob.
Hey guys, as we wind down the laps, Alan Ampudia had the Optima Batteries fast lap until that one, as Brandon Arthur crosses the stripe and is now the fastest truck on the racetrack. Brandon Arthur, of course, won 1 round to go here at Estero Beach, his first win of 2015, his second career Prolite win. He's been fast as of late. If you look at the last 4 events, 3 second-place finishes and a win. Right now, he runs in that second spot, but something has turned around. Brandon Arthur, man, that kid has really come on strong here in the second half of this season.
Couldn't agree more, and now he's trying to track down another incredibly hot driver, and R.J. Anderson, who has made a charge up through the points after a stumble in round 3. He has been getting it on ever since, for sure, as he has not been out of the top 5. In fact, has not been off of the podium, with the exception of round 7, where he was 5th. since that round 3. So R.J. Anderson, without a doubt, the hottest driver long-term in the Prolite division. Casey Curry, man, just shredding the dirt.
He's been trying to make a run on Arthur, but Arthur's so quick. They are both separating from Brooks in 4th, but I don't think that Casey's been able to find a way in there. That was interesting. Tried to go to the outside and try to carry a bunch of speed down the bottom there, but he hasn't been able to make that run he's looking for.
On board with Brock Hager, keep in mind, he finished second, his first career podium, a round to go, but inverted a little bit earlier in this race, rolled it completely over. As we go a little deeper in the field, there's Cole Mamer and Ryan Beat. Beat starting deep in the pack here today.
Good look at the workstation for Ryan Beat. Fresh air being pumped into the top of the helmet, you can see there. The Rockstar energy drink, Lunar Pages, number 51. Trying to find his way through the pack. Definitely once you get back there in that roost and you try to fight through some of it, the ruts and the edges, I mean, just really tough to battle through from the back of the pack.
Really nice job for Ryan Beat through that rhythm section, just double, double, double. Oh man, it's a pretty big moment right there. It's a pretty solid hit on the 85 truck.
Mikey Lawrence there.
Yep.
White flag for R.J. Anderson. The Lone Mart Walker Evans sponsored red-white truck carrying a ton of speed, but guess what? Brandon Arthur, it isn't exactly coasting around the track either.
Yeah, typically you would say, man, you're pretty good here if you're out front and run one more clean lap, but this track has proven otherwise on many occasions. It will bite you all by itself. Brandon Arthur's definitely keeping the pressure on.
This is the battle for the last spot on the podium. So a couple different races going on, but right now, looks like pretty clear as long as RJ doesn't make a major mistake, but breaks traction just a little bit there, but still able to really keep the momentum going. You can see how hard Arthur's pushing by that redirect he had there in the ruts. One big jump and a turn, and he's on the front straight for that checkered flag.
Stands on the throttle and charges for the stripe, looking for his 5th win and his 9th podium of the season, and the points leader is going to get it done. Brandon Arthur in 2nd place, a solid finish for sure. Excellent stuff here out of the Prolite division, especially considering how rough round 11 was. We'll be back in just a moment. It's all going down at Estero Beach in Ensenada, Mexico at the Rockstar Energy Battle south of the border, and R.J. Anderson stands on top of the box.
And guys, another solid effort for R.J. Anderson, 5th win in the Prolite category. Took the points lead, 1 round to go after running 3rd here at Estero Beach, and you're going to pad that points lead a little bit more, but talk about how good this truck was. I know that they changed the track a little bit to kind of help you guys out after all the carnage we had 1 round to go, but you guys, again, were pretty quick today, man. Nice job.
Yeah, man, this team is killing it this year on this Prolite. Win number 5, I mean, what a year so far, but man, Lucas Oil, hats off to them for taking our suggestions and making a better racing track. I mean, no yellows, that rarely happens in Prolite for a bunch of savages out there all battling. So stoked to bring home the top spot. We did some work after yesterday's race and came back out here, and the track's brutal. So just have your truck finish 2 races is hats off to my guys. I mean, I can't thank them enough. And Lone Mart for giving me this ride once again to go out and do battle with BF Goodrich Tires, Walker Evans Racing. Man, Estero Beach, who doesn't love Baja? These fans are awesome, and I'm stoked to be here.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Big day for R.J. Anderson, guys. He picks up win number 5 in Prolite in that number 37, a dominating performance for R.J. Anderson.
Doubling down in Ensenada for RJ. Great day of racing. Couldn't get any better for him. Brandon Arthur with a great finish, and Casey Curry on the box. Jared Brooks and Brock Dickerson round out the top 5. Let's get it down and hear from the winner. 1 round to go. 2nd today, Brandon Arthur.
What a great weekend, guys, for Brandon Arthur. His 1st win of the year, 1 round to go. Back it up with a 2nd place finish. And I don't want to say always a bridesmaid, never a bride, because you got the win, but another great effort for you here today.
Yeah, you know, We started off inside the third row, and I was a little worried about our start, especially with all the roost that's on this track. And you know, we ended up getting a really good start and coming out of turn two in third place. And you know, I was pretty excited about that. And you know, just kept taking roost and getting worried about Teros. But you know, we finally made the pass on Jared, and then started reeling in RJ a little bit, and track just started coming apart. And you know. So we just kind of laid back a little bit and, you know, make sure we wanted to stay on this podium. And, you know, I can't thank Competitive Metals enough. Toyo Tires, they started hooking up about halfway through the race, you know, gave us that edge. Pro Traffic Services, Rigid Industries, all those guys, Method Race Wheels, I couldn't do it without them. You know, it was a great race for us. And, you know, once again, we're second place to RJ Anderson, but, you know, he did over a great race.
What's been the biggest difference for you as of late? I mean, it's kind of up and down last year, up and down beginning of this year, but then as of late, I mean, you're definitely one of the fastest trucks out there.
You know, it's confidence. Confidence is a big thing, and you know, that one podium we got at Lake Elsinore really started the ball rolling for us. And you know, I couldn't do it without my dad. You know, he's gave me a great truck, and you know, I just definitely couldn't do it without him. I got to thank him very much.
Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. Congrats to those guys, man, keeping their head down and digging, and now it's starting to pay some dividends. RJ Anderson stretches the points out just a little bit on Jarrett Brooks, and Brock Hager jumped up a spot as Sheldon Creed could not compete.
Well, thank you, guys. Not only has Casey Curry picked up his second podium finish of the year by coming home third, also the Optima Batteries fast lap, and it just means you're the fastest guy out there, but this thing was fast the entire race, bud.
Yeah, you know, we had a good race. I think qualifying here is just very important. You know, the track is a little bit one-lined. If you get out of the line, you got to take some big risks, and I tried hard, man. I really did. We put the effort in. The team's done a phenomenal job of getting ready for this track. I absolutely love the track here in Estero. You know, we've had a great time with on the track, the pits, the fans. This whole deal has been amazing. So the Monster Energy truck is dialed in. Our BFG tires, we're dialed. You know, now we go back and we keep working. You know, we're still in the hunt for this thing for a championship, and you know, we just keep moving forward. And I'm excited to get home.
How much does a good run like this build your confidence, build your team's confidence, going back to a place like Reno where you've had success before as well?
Momentum is everything. You know, the confidence of knowing that you have a fast truck and a fast team behind you is everything. So to go to Reno, knowing that our truck is good, and knowing that we had great luck there last year, we're ready. You know, I feel that Reno is a track that suits this truck, and I'm happy.
Nice run, Casey.
Thank you guys very much.
Great run by Casey Curry and everybody that stood on the podium. Wow, what an amazing racetrack. Tough, brutal, and fun at the same time. For more, check out lucasoiloffroad.com. And of course, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. We'd love to interact with you.
From hoops to hockey, the diamond to the gridiron, the morning's most outrageous team has you covered. Don't miss Boomer and Carton, weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Wicked roost and tough racing. That's what Estero Beach has brought to the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series, and everybody's had a great time. Hope you enjoyed all the great racing action as well. For Rob Klepper and Cameron Steele, I'm Ken Stout. Thanks for joining us at Estero Beach, Ensenada, Mexico.